And welcome everyone to this wonderful restream of Qualifier Race 8, I think. It's written 7 here, but I'm pretty sure we're at 8 right now. I am Mongol, and on tracking tonight we have Stella Cat, the warrior of the shadows. We're gonna have some fun. We have PK Slam and Spytron on the restream. Two people that are very good at this game. Both like to do some fancy tricks. Spytron especially. Today's 7. Okay, I was wrong. Sorry, I've been a bit out of it, but thankfully, to remind everyone that it is 7, we have a nice little number as a name seed that includes a bunch of 7s, so it fits. And we're off apparently. We're gonna have some fun as so they're starting to warp already. I see some Slam warping to Wonder and Chow. Meanwhile, Spytron straight to outset. So here's an interesting thing. This is the spoiler alert tournament, so the runners know where everything is. We know where everything is. At least I do. And Slam is getting the Triforce Chart. Usually you don't really want those, but it's a surprise tool that's gonna be helpful later. Can't really track that one, but it is very important. And now Slam also going to outset the delivery bag. That's a surprisingly useful item. So, and once again, a surprise tool for later. So this seed is going to be a lot of fun, honestly. I didn't route it, but I've looked up where everything is, and it is quite an interesting beast. So we're gonna see a roll clip into Mez's house from Slam. Meanwhile, another roll clip on Spytron's side to go into Jaboon's cave. So Slime was after those rupees, apparently. Never a bad thing to route rupees, because this is going to be one of those seeds where we're going to need to hit a few Triforce Shards, you know? There's 3 of them that I've seen that are useful, but there's also other useful items, just like that leaf that Spytron just got. That's an amazing one, an amazing find. An early leaf like that is always going to make your seed a little faster, no matter what you need to do. And today we do need that leaf to do something very important. What reset did we get today? That is actually a good question. I routed the whole thing without really noticing. We have preset B, Triforce Charts, Big Octos, and Gunboats. Took a second to figure that one out. And we're seem to be going straight to Horseshoe Island, because today golf is important. I mean, welcome, Dr. Amamine. Even if this is your first time seeing some Randomizer of the Wind Waker, you're welcome. And yes, we have some pretty interesting models in this community. They go as far as Samus, or, you know, Link with a neck problem. On Spytron's side, everything is possible. We have a Sans model. It's quite wild. A wide variety of selections. So, playing some golf, making that chest appear here. And making it with the leaf pumps. The wind was in the wrong direction, but didn't matter. And we get another Triforce Chart. So we have number 1 on Spytron's side, we have number 3 on Slam's side, but they're both gonna be useful, so we're gonna need quite a few rupees today. We're gonna need to route in a wallet. There's 2 of them in the game. One of them is in a very interesting place. The other one is in another interesting place, actually. So I don't really know where they're gonna go for that one. Spytron now on Windfall. Windfall has a few goodies for us today, so... quite a few goodies. So PK Slam also playing golf now, making the chest spawn. Meanwhile, Spytron about to talk to Maggie. Maggie has a little something. It's free. Is there no T-Link model? I'm pretty sure there is a Youngling model, something in of that kind in the model pack. Because I know one of the modders that make models is working on a little something that involves OT and Wind Waker. So, pretty sure he released that one. Yeah, oh, it is not okay for this tourney. That is a shame. But maybe one day, as Spytron's starting the quest to catch the kids, that's gonna be an important one because if you think that one, you can get 2 items from that quest, and both of them are important today. So, Spytron trying to take some storage from this rock. Slam doing the same. Spytron getting the storage. He's gonna do a little trick called door cancel. So basically, you talk to your boat with storage. That's gonna store the next bit of talking to the boat you do. So when you open the door, it's gonna confuse the game a little. You're not really gonna move. And you're gonna be able to move the other way. And then, in PK Slam's case, he's just gonna do the blind setup, where he kind of climbs a tree and jumps towards Lenzo's place. Meanwhile, Spytron doing the non-blind setup, where you talk to the kids. That little cutscene makes it a lot easier. Also, when you have door cancel, your collisions are so small that you can just go through walls. It's even more powerful than storage in that way. PK Slime making it into Lenzo's place. We do need to steal a little something here. Triforce Chart too. So we're gonna get the Town Flower on Spytron's side. Meanwhile, Slime now out of Lenzo's place. No more door cancel. He's gonna go talk to Miss Marie to start the quest to catch the kids. Meanwhile, Spytron gonna abuse that little door storage hitbox and make a few of those kids easier to catch. Like you saw with the first one, just going through the wall. Was quite a cute one. Oh, and we're gonna walk to a wall once again. Get the kid behind Bomb Shop. Meanwhile, Slam gonna start the quest with the kids, but not gonna go catch a kid yet. Just gonna go talk to Maggie first. Just go through everything. That's the power of door cancel. And sometimes of storage. So, a first single statue. Take note of that. That is important for the rest of this seed. It means that Ankle has something today. Something very important. So we're gonna need to hunt all of the Tingle statues. So we're gonna fall from that window. Go trigger the first cutscene with a kid. Gonna be one kid to catch. Meanwhile, Spytron gonna do the same thing that Slam did, but with the lights on, so you get to see how you do Lenzo door cancel. It's pretty interesting to see. I'm also picking up that Town Flower. I'm not gonna lie about the Town Flower. I probably missed something when I routed this because I don't remember it being useful. But I'm in there with you guys. We're gonna find out what's gonna happen with that. I can't wait, actually. I'm very curious because I really forgot to look that thing up. So, Spytron about to catch Ivan, but getting juked by the resident walker, Anton. Everyone likes Anton, except us. Not the best person. That's another Tingle statue. First one for Spytron. Sadly, Vermilia, I think that We're not gonna see Slam saving Grandma. I have a feeling that we're not gonna see it. So 2 Tingle statues for catching the kids. That is an amazing deal. And talking about amazing deal, look at what Tingle's gonna give us. Look at that. Do you think that's good? Well, there's more. Oh my god, hookshot too. And wait, there's more. Oh. He's gonna go in his gel real quick. Yeah, Tingle absolutely loaded today. His gel is also pretty good, so... We're probably gonna lose it at some point. I mean, the whole Tingle family pretty loaded today, because as we discussed, Tingle statues actually required today, so that means that Enko has something too. Slam opening the chest at the end of the maze, getting a Triforce Shard. Meanwhile, Spytron walking out? That's interesting. Slam gonna use the rat here to go back outside. Not the worst play in the world. I like that one. We don't see it often, so it's always kind of neat. Slam looking for something right now. It is the last kid. Okay, I was wondering. I'm very surprised that Spy didn't go for that Triforce Shard at the end here, but maybe later. We will find out at some point. Meanwhile, Spytron on Crescent Moon, about to get a explodey item. Nice little bombs. Blue little orb that explodes. Pretty useful. Especially today because, as you might have seen from our required dungeons on the trackers, we have Forbidden Wood, Tower of God, and Forsaken Fortress. Bombs are useful to enter Forsaken Fortress, but also very useful to defeat Golden in Tower of the God. So, can't really get around those today. It is probably when Spytron's gonna get that. We do have to come back, but you see that nice oak shot we got from Tingle? It means we can enter the Wizrobe Cave. And in the Wizrobe Cave, there is not the Wizrobe Cave because the entrances are randomized. Welcome to Cliff Plateau. Gonna do some storage shenanigans in there. But thankfully, I will be able to tell you what was in that chest. That is the beauty of spoiler log tournaments. We very well aware of what's gonna be in there. Slam also gonna join Spytron in there. No, opting's not do storage on that side. I also like that. By backflipping on that little route here, that is very important. Don't run into that route without jumping. There is this chance that you will void out at that point. So, well, I'll slam the storageless warrior for this place at least. Gonna open that chest regularly, which is why I didn't spoil what was in there. It is another Tingle statue. It's the sappy one. Meanwhile, Spytron now outside. Gonna head straight to the private oasis. Meanwhile, Slam now back on Palprint. He's gonna make his way to Crescent Moon. Tingle sticky statue. That is the sappy one, as I said. Forbidden Tingle statue. Oh, and I am joined by Parker the Panda. Hello, Parker.
Hello. Sorry, some technical difficulties, but I am here.
It was an adventure, I bet. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. We're about to open the chest on top of the waterfall for Spytron. Meanwhile, Slam about to go get his bombs. So you're about to see blue orbs just as you enter. That's pretty good.
Perfect.
And
Thankfully, I did look at the seed a little bit beforehand, so I kind of know what to expect, but it looks like a fun one.
it is a fun one, honestly. There's a few things that could be routed either way. Like, there's two wallets, and both of them are kind of in the way. So I can't wait to see which one they're gonna take. The same could also be said about shields. Like, they're both pretty bad. So
Yeah, for sure.
I can't wait to see what they decide to do on this one. Also, when I checked everything, I missed a little something. I don't know what trading with the Goron gives you as an Ares. So
I think it's something important.
it might be.
I feel like our runners would do it if it was important. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, and Spytron getting the first bow from Anko, so you now know what the surprise was.
Yes, always love a spoiler log with 5 tingle statues.
At least the tingle statues were pretty easy to get. Like, you had a 2-4-1 on Ivan and Miss Marie. There was a 3-1 on Maggie, then Cabinet Waterfall and Cliff Plateau inside of the Pauper Wizrobe Cave, which was opened by the hookshot on Tingle himself.
Oh, true. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, it was a fast first bow for Tingle statues, you know. That's very surprising, honestly.
That's our first kind of damagey item. If I see, let me take a look. I think, yeah, because hookshot can be damaged sometimes. Depends on the enemy, though.
Bombs can be damaging too if you're like patient enough.
Fair.
You just go around the bomb, bait the enemy into staying close to it.
Until they get hit once, and then they start running away from the bombs.
Yeah, that sounds like fighting with bombs.
Yep.
And meanwhile, we have Slam on Stonewatch Island, not to be confused with Headstone Island, even if both of them do have stones made of head onto them. I meant to say stone made of. I meant to say the reverse of what I'm saying right now. So you know, I'm very bad at this.
I still get them mixed up. I get those mixed up. Every seed that I do in all sanity, those are constantly getting mixed up.
Yeah. And Slam just stored that first chest inside of the dungeon. So I'm gonna tell you what it was. It was a nice and wonderful sword. Our first one in this seed. So
I wonder if he's gonna void out possibly in the second room to actually get the sword.
That could be interesting, actually.
Because I feel like I wouldn't want to go through. Well, I guess Forbidden Woods isn't that bad without a sword.
Yeah, it's surprisingly doable, honestly.
Yeah. There's not too much fighting.
Yeah, and we see Spytron opening that chest directly instead. Meanwhile, Slam stopping on the way to get some rupees. We're gonna need lots of them. There's 3 Triforce Shards that are actually in the route. Like, you need to get them.
I actually left something in the route that I think our runners are gonna definitely pick up because it's a nice chunk of change that I saw was pretty easy to get, and I'm guessing, I don't know if you saw it as well.
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll leave it as a surprise then. Hopefully they don't store it.
It's a surprise that will surprise us later. Another round of storage from Slam. I do not know what will be in this chest, so let's hope that it's nothing interesting.
If I know my check names, I think that's just a small key.
Oh, that is actually kind of useful. Well, not for our runners, but most runners.
Most runners, yes. Nice when it's right there and not at the boss key.
The only thing that really makes me sad about this seed is the distinct lack of needing to save in Grandma, but
True. I'm disappointed in the seed.
Yeah. And it's even worse when you check the bottles. Like I was like, if someone wanted to, maybe, but
Not nice.
Dragon Roost Island around the island is by far the easiest one.
Yep.
If you like side quests, you could always get 20 skull necklaces and get the bottle from Maggie's father. By far the best move.
Then, from what I saw, it looks like Forbidden Woods is pretty empty.
It is
that
like
one sword.
there's that sword in the first chest, and then you just gotta make your way in, go through the right side of the door at the end, and throw bombs at the bottom of the flower.
Yeah.
Well, Spytron has a bow and arrow, so we could see the arrow strats instead.
I had something happen when I was doing this bomb strat that I haven't seen ever, but I clipped inside of Calidemos somehow.
Oh yeah,
It was very strange.
I've seen that happen a few times. Like the way you're talking about it right now is the third time I hear about that, but it is always a surprise when you clip in. It's always good because after that you just kind of drop bombs in front of your feet.
Yep.
It works.
Yep.
Or if you have your sword, you can actually slash it while it's in the air. I'm pretty sure.
You can. I think that's what I did. And Spy showing off that the arrow strat very well.
Yeah,
It's not
very
easy
well done.
to do.
It's kind of weird where you have to aim for it to work. Let's just say that.
You have to aim well and you have to aim fast. It's not
Yeah.
not at all easy.
If you run out of arrows while doing it and only have like one vine to destroy, you can also do it with the hook shot, but you have to hate yourself enough, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of hurt. It kind of hurts to do.
This is gonna be some super swimming. I think it is. So if you're looking at PK's screen, I would look away if you're sensitive to like flashing images.
Yeah, photosensitive. Please look away. We will tell you when you can look again. And we're not missing much. It's just Samus kind of, you know, spinning. We're just kind of one of our powers in some of the games, so it fits. So we are super swimming all the way to Private Oasis on Slam side. He made it, so you can now look back at his screen. There's going to be a nice single statue waiting for us on the top here. So, pretty interesting to pick up.
It looks like that is his last one, so then he can go grab his bow.
His bow and ankle. But depending on how he's routing for money, we could see that wait. Hello.
That's a smart move for sure. I do like saving that money.
And because that's 250 straight there. Like it is surprisingly useful.
Which unfortunately is still not enough for a Triforce Chart.
No, it is not. It is not. And Spytron killing the rats on the rat sub. Using the bow and arrows, picking up arrows as he shoots them to not run out. I think that's it for the rats. Meanwhile, Slam about to make a delivery. So Spytron grabbing that wallet. Meanwhile, the grappling hook being found by Slam.
Yes, it's going to be very useful in these settings in particular with the octos and the charts.
Yeah,
it is required.
Good old preset B. Also, the logic of the game really likes you having the grapple hook when you finish.
It does. It does like you having grappling hook when you finish.
There's ways around it, but it's not exactly what the game intended, you know? And yeah, you can also go to all those wonderful links in the chat that's gonna explain everything about the tournament and even SG Live, I think. So can be pretty interesting to get informed about this because there's qualifiers right now, but there's a big event coming up too. So
And I think so. We have a qualifier today, and then there's another one tomorrow. If this is something that you're enjoying watching, you can come back tomorrow for another dose of it.
oh yeah, that is very very true. Oh, and my season 3 senses are tingling. We have a great fairy in front of us,
Oh no.
giving us a piece of cheese. Thank you, fairy. You're actually pretty great.
In my friend group, we call fairies moms. So we would say, "Thank you, mom."
Thank you, mom. Exactly. Say it exactly the same way as when your mom actually brought you a piece of cheese in real life. Just like, thank you, mom.
Thank you, mom.
I do like the vitamin D. So Slam now warping to Tingle Island. So probably seems like he's not gonna wait for that wallet. Yes, I'm the cheap one. I do like Tingle's totem pole, you know? It's pretty cute.
I'm almost wondering if they're gonna route both wallets in before they start farming money, so that they can just farm up all of the money right away. Because one wallet, I don't think it's enough to buy all 3 of your charts, if I remember right.
Oh, that would be pretty interesting, actually. We're about to kill the first Octo here. The Great Fairy Octo, as I like to call it.
The
Gonna
one
be
that does not require a grappling hook, thankfully.
the gentle one. It also gives you a hint if you're ever playing the game and you want hints.
Oh.
So we're about to say thank you, mom, but for something different. Vandalism.
Yes.
Thank you, mom.
Thank you, mom.
I can now go hang out with my anarchist friends. Or my builders friends. We're all gonna go watch Bob the Builder. You know? Nothing nefarious.
Nothing at all. Definitely not gonna fight some giant bird.
Oh, not at all. So that's pretty interesting here because the inside of Angular is actually something quite different today. It is Tower of the Gods. Tower of the Angles, you know?
And we have, I think, everything, yeah, pretty much everything you need to finish it, so that's really nice.
Yeah, it is. And on the peak of Angular, there's also going to be a nice little surprise after we finish the dungeon, so... It's a very interesting location. I love surprises. I try to not spoil everything in those spoiler dog races.
You have to leave a little bit of suspense.
Just a little to the imagination, you know? And a Triforce Shard right here. So I'm gonna open that second chest. It is a small key, very useful. We do need at least one of those.
It is required.
Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna see this strat?
Oh, apparently we're gonna see it.
Left side.
Yeah, the left side clip. Little harder, but very doable.
I think he pulled it off.
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
Very well done. And the water
Very
cycle's
well
being
done.
nice too.
That's
so
perfect.
we're right in. You know that Acker voice? That's him right now. You know?
I'm in.
And the rat is more him than him, apparently. Oh, Spytron making a little stop by this room, which is pretty interesting, actually.
This, I want to say this might be money, but I could be wrong. Nope, it's a quiver.
It's a
Oh, that makes
quiver.
sense.
That's why I was saying that was interesting, honestly. So it means that we have like a bomb upgrade and a quiver upgrade on Spytron's side. Not completely useful things, but very nice to have, especially when you have to fight Golden.
Sometimes the boss is just mean and it takes more than 30 arrows.
Thankfully, he likes to give you the arrows if you need them, at
True.
least. Oh, and we're switching from the bomb strat to clip out to the statue strat. As I like to say, the statue is friend-shaped. It doesn't explode. It's friend-shaped even if it's shaped like an enemy.
As long as it doesn't wake up, then it is friend-shaped.
Oh my god, that is that would be super hard to implement Trip Boy 24, but that would be an amazing thing to see if the model did that. There's a pretty happy community of people making models. So maybe one day, and here goes the Master Sword. Pretty useful to have. You do need like the fully power Master Sword to finish, so. And it's time for one of my favorite tricks.
It is a very good trick. I do like it a lot.
It's so cute, like it's just adorable. We're gonna put the statue under the floor here. We're just gonna crawl on the ground and pick up the statue through the floor. It's called Jack's Clip. It's adorable. And also, it was found by a guy that was super young back in the day, but now can't drink. That's how old this game is.
Oh no.
Feels almost as bad as remembering that the guy from Home Alone is actually like in his 40s.
Oh, I don't like that. I see him on commercials sometimes, and I'm like, why are you so old now?
So being found by Spytron 2, exactly in the same place. Good, we have the same seed.
Tachi just never fails to feel so slow, even in a race that everything just is supposed to feel so much faster.
And even if we know where everything is, we still need to collect all 3 statues.
So much.
It is a lot of work.
Joy pendant. Perfect.
It does bring a smile to my face, you know? There's one thing I'm pretty sure they're not gonna take the time to take in this tower. You know, usually on the stone that we just broke, there's command melody. But the command melody is actually like just on the left here, where the slam is. So I'd be surprised if we go there, but you never know. That's very nice of the bubble to knock us that way. Employee of the seed, but for the good reasons.
Looking at our dungeon layout, I'd be very surprised if these runners pick up command melody.
Oh yeah.
Who knows?
I just noted it because it is French vanilla, you know?
It's very French vanilla. I would have laughed if I was playing this seed just like normally. I would have laughed where it was.
Yeah. Essentially the check after we're supposed to be. Oh, Slam using that strat. I like to call it the Trog strat. Basically, you angle yourself using markers on the other wall, which is a little wild, but it works.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that strat.
It's a weirdly interesting one, but there's pretty much as many strats as there is people for this room, so whatever works for you, you know. I'm a big fan of the one where you walk into a corner, just backflip and side hop.
Yeah, that one. I tried to learn that one. It just does not work for me. So I've gone with the setup one.
Yeah, there's always the one where you settle on the statue next to the statue.
Yep, that's the one I like to do.
Yeah.
Hasn't failed me yet.
And the only reason I learned the other one is because sometimes in season 4 we didn't have a sword at that point.
Yeah, I still don't really know what I would do in that case.
There's also the boomer setup, as we like to call it. What Spytron is doing right now, where you just line yourself up on the wall manually, and if you're good enough, if you aim hard enough, you get it. Very well done from Spytron. Oh, missing his lift right there. And Slime taking the time to take the big key here.
Thankfully, not a super slow check to grab that.
Yeah, and we're now in this wonderful room.
This room is the bane of my existence sometimes.
Yeah, and we're here for our wallet in Slime's case. Now gonna void that. We don't really need what's up there, so it's all good. Spy bringing another statue there. We might see Spy going for that double wallet, apparently. Spicy.
So Spy is gonna do kind of what I talked about then, I think, in getting enough money to just buy everything right away.
Yeah, looks like it was gonna happen, exactly. Gonna void out ear. What I'm interested about is if he's gonna go for that big key. I'm very curious.
Knowing Spy, I'm gonna say no, and I think I'm correct in that.
I have a feeling that you're right about that. He does like to do everything the most complicated way for some reason.
He likes being flashy, and I respect it.
Yeah, I respect it too. Sometimes I'm just like, Spy, please take a break. You had bombs. Why did you do open the chest storage?
Yep.
Oh no. Nicely thrown on that statue from the falling scales. That was quick.
Hope the keys are nice to everyone today. I know they can be very mean sometimes.
Oh yeah, the keys in this room usually are a strong contender for Employee of the Seed every seed.
Yep.
For people that are unaware, Employee of the Seed is the title we give to the enemy that didn't quite kill us but annoyed us the most.
Lost us the most time.
Yeah. It's a pretty simple one, and I love it. Oh, and by not opening the door, that was good because the statue decided to fall from his hands. Would have had to do the room once again completely. He went through the door at that point.
I did notice both of our runners doing the setup to keep the Wizrobe from spawning. That there normally is a Wizrobe that's supposed to spawn in here and make life a little more annoying, but there's a setup to get around the, I think it's the trigger or the flag to stop it
basically, as long as you don't touch the floor in front of the statue, of the third statue, while grabbing it, you should be all right. Like it doesn't go too high into the air. The flag for that one. So Slam now making his way to Golden. Yeah, he has the big key, so doesn't need to store the chest of the big key to do the big key skip. He's doing big key skip, which I can respect.
Which might be worth it, because this big key skip is a little tedious. It's not the worst.
There's a lot of setup, you know?
Yeah. And actually, thinking about it, it might be the worst big key skip.
I mean, the best one is definitely the one in Forsaken Fortress, because the devs actually did big key skip in that one.
So
they did it for you. Even if you have never learned anything about how to do tricks in this game, you know the Forsaken Fortress big key skip. Because the big key there is shaped like a hammer.
I am a little worried on Spy's side. He has almost no magic right now.
Yeah,
and it
do
does
notice this.
require flying, I think, to get to the big key room.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
There might be. I don't think there's magic up there.
I don't think so either. Maybe the BMO's on the way. But,
Maybe. We'll hope so.
or maybe he has a new fancy setup that I don't know about.
We'll see. And we do still have to remember, I was watching while I was in limbo. Spy is still missing a Triforce Shard that's on Windfall that we hope he is going to go back for and did just forget.
He still has to go back for his grappling hook, so might be when he does. So. He does have to visit an area at the very least. Yeah, we're still at very low magic right now, and we're going for it.
Okay, I am scared.
Me too. Meanwhile, Slam finishing things off with Golden. So I haven't seen Spytron change the win yet, so I hope it's in the right direction. It looks like it is. We're gonna need a very good win for this to work. All little magic we have.
Oh!
That is our
so
heartbreaker.
close.
So Spy's gonna have to make it back.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna go backwards. I think you can just go backwards.
Yeah, I think in his, if I was in his shoes right now, I would have gone for the big key straight away instead.
Unless he deleted it and doesn't know where it is.
He might not know where it is actually. Maybe he's checking that right now and figuring out that it would have been faster the other way around. It might very well be the case, you know?
Yeah.
So Slam is now going to make a little detour to the top of Angular Peak. As we talked earlier, there's a nice little surprise for us up there. And the fastest way to make it up is to break the laws of physics. Because I do remember seeing videos about how much force you need to actually propulse someone like this.
To use the hook shot? Yeah, I think I did see that as well.
It would break your arm. Actually, I think they said that the arm would rip off.
Oh no.
It's even worse, you know? At least your arm made it there, you know?
True.
So Spytron is gonna go for that big key, as we mentioned. Or... yeah, looks like the big key.
Big key. Yep.
I mean, he did save before quitting, so we knew that the big key chest was already open. Couldn't do big key skip again. So Slime is still holding on to that storage that he got, which is interesting. Dealing with a big Octo really fast too.
These runners are much braver than I am. I would have gone to find the boomerang. I stick with boomerang for Octos.
The Octos can be a little tricky sometimes, yeah.
Boomerang is tried and true.
Yeah, but Boomerang, you know, it always comes back.
True.
You can use it as many times as you want. And you can feel like Sokka from Avatar doing it. So it's a bonus point. So Spytron making his way back to Golden. Meanwhile, Slam getting the Skull Hammer. Which is going to be pretty useful for the last boss that we need to defeat on this side.
I didn't even realize that we're already 2 dungeons in.
Yeah, it's going pretty fast.
So fast.
It is insanely fast. Like I've been there for 40, almost 44 minutes, We've been here for a little less, but it still feels fast for me, even if I was there since the beginning. So Slam was holding on to that storage, as we said earlier. He's not gonna use that storage to climb on Edstone Island.
I don't know what's up here. It might be money.
Might very well be money, honestly.
And I wonder if he's also gonna then go grab that second wallet as well.
That would be interesting, honestly. Oh, it is 200 rupees.
Yep.
That's a good one. It's not quite the one that I have in mind, but it's still good. There's an
I really
incredible...
hope they get the rupee that I have in mind.
Oh yeah.
I want to see it.
I think the most legendary thing to get in this seed would be to go out of your way to get Greg, the green rupee.
I remember seeing where he was, but I don't remember it fully.
I need to look at it. Look at it again, but I'll be right back. No, not green shoe jelly, spoiler log. When the green rupee. It's on Goma.
Okay, it is a boss. Okay, that's what I thought.
It's on Goma. Like, you need to go do a complete dungeon to get 1 rupee. That's worth it, you know?
At least it's not that far, and you just have to do the, platform strategy and then go into the boss room and skip a boss key. It's fine. It's pretty fast.
I'd just be surprised. Or there's an alternative plan that I just figured out. You could always go save Grandma because it's the right thing to do, and then go in front of Mrs. house and cut grass until you have the money.
True. Hard work.
It's hard work, but then you feel like you deserve to finish the scene. All joking aside, I'm pretty sure that the runners have a way to farm money figured out already. So can't wait what it was gonna be.
Trying to think because.
Oh no! Spytron missed the Triforce Chart.
Oh no!
Oh.
Just not having a fun time in Taji right now.
No, he's really not. I feel so sad.
Okay, he did notice at least.
Yeah, he did. He did. But that's so unfortunate.
And the other bad thing about Taji is I don't think there's many. I actually don't think there's any real like warp pots in the dungeon to be able to kind of open just in case.
0 warp pots, and the only real way that we have right now to make it to the second floor is to, do floor 1 skip again.
Well, at least he's getting his practice in floor 1 skip.
Yeah.
Gotta think of the positives.
Meanwhile, Slam getting that extra wallet, so we now have 2 wallets on both of the screens, and we have a PK Slam warping to Dragon Roost Island.
Oh, I wonder what he's gonna be grabbing here.
I'm excited right now. I'm gonna make a quick stop to the Wind Shrine. Which I think I remember being useful.
Yep. I think it's 50 rupees? No, maybe not. No, I think it is.
Yeah, 50 rupees. That's the beauty of this preset. You see how people route in getting money. So now it's going to the other side of the island. It's gonna be worthwhile, I think. Oh, and knocking down the rock using bombs.
This is what we're excited for.
Please, people, be ready for an insane amount of money.
It's Trevor. He's here.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I think it's Tingo's Rainbow Rupee. I don't remember exactly what the acronym is for, but it's 500 rupees, boy. Who cares about acronyms? We have money.
It's a lot of what we need.
Yeah, and we still need more.
Yep.
That's the insane part of this scene.
I'm gonna go do something that I didn't think I would ever have to do during a Wind Waker randomizer, and I'm gonna do math.
Oh my god. I think it's 398 rupees per charts.
Yep,
So,
so times 3, it's 1,194.
oh my god. That's
So
a
we're
lot of
actually
money.
pretty close.
Yeah. Talking about pretty close. Bytron, pretty close to the full Master Sword, getting the one just before that. Meanwhile, Slam going for the entrance of Forbidden Woods. It's actually something completely different.
Oh, this is a very nice. I like this play to
It's an
farm
interesting
money.
play because it's one of the best places to farm money in the game. Surprisingly, also there's I think he picked up some. He's figuring out where the money is right now. I think
I thought he hit the one that it's supposed to be in. So now I'm wondering if is this headstone?
it's a good question.
Because
Okay,
if
here's
this
some
isn't
money.
headstone, it could be. It's not. That's why. This is Overlook.
Huh,
So it's not the
interesting.
normal farming place.
Well, it's still pretty fast, and we don't need
Yes.
that much. So,
Yeah,
uh,
it's still pretty close.
so Spytron is about to is trying to get double storage. So I think we're gonna see a super swim to Forsaken Fortress.
Ooh.
So if you're photosensitive, please look away. We don't want anyone to have problems tonight.
Yep.
I like the viewers alike because you're good people. We will tell you when the super swim is over. You can look at Slam making it rain. Meanwhile,
That is really interesting though. I didn't know that Overlook and Headstone had different rupee places. But they still have some nice farming locations.
yeah,
Just a little different.
there's a few really good farming locations in this game. I think one of the funniest ones to me is there's like a pot on Outset that you can make spawn with bombs, which is usually like linked to the Knuckle side quest in the real game. The Knuckle side quest being like this weird side quest that you could only do if you had like a Game Boy Advance and a link cable for it.
Oh.
But in the rain, though, you can make that appear with normal bombs, so it's been used by some people to actually just farm rupees because it's a pot that always gives you 100 rupees, and it spawns back every time you change the time of day.
I didn't know about that.
It's pretty interesting. It's on Outset. It's on one of the platforms near the Savage Labyrinth. So we're gonna get some charts translated on Slam's side, making it on rain. You know. Fingal's a rich man right now.
Yes. I wonder what he spends all these rupees on.
It's a really good question. Maybe on tight suits. Seems
True.
like the thing.
Or islands. He does have an island.
He does, yeah. And he has a pretty insane totem pole with a rotating bit at the top that I never understood why it's rotating, but they need people to do it, so he has employees.
And I suppose the 5 solid gold statues as well. Although I guess they're not solid gold because Link can lift them, unless Link is insanely strong.
Link is
Even with
literally
Power
carrying. Link is literally carrying like everything he has in his pockets.
That's true.
So he's a strong guy, you know. By trying to get some storage to do the Emerald King fight the quickest way possible. Meanwhile, Slam about to fight Phantom Ganon. Spytron using his patented setup less setup, as likes to call it.
That was cute. I liked that a lot. Just Link running down the stairs.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Slam fighting the ghost. There we go. So Spy now has to make it to the top of the other jail, because they're not exactly the same height, and this one is the right height to be able to hit Elmrock King pretty easily. So I think Slam is gonna store this chest. I think I'm gonna leave the surprise because I think Spy is gonna grab that one regularly. So
Oh.
we're storing that chest. We're gonna do the Spider-Man moves that Spytron did on Slam side too. I do love storage.
It's so fun.
It's an amazing glitch, and I think the best way I've seen of describing what it does is it turns Link into a mountain goat.
That's good.
Just
I like that. It's very true.
it's just cute. Such a cute little trick. So we're now in the Emerald King fight. Spytron not gonna miss that Triforce Shard this time. He's probably marked for life. So. By now, gonna go find the Phantom Ganon. It's a good practice for later because we do need to fight him again.
That's true.
Completely different fights, though.
It's usually a little easier the second time.
Yeah, just a little. And we're now at the top on Slam side. Meanwhile, Spytron is starting to spin. Kill the ghost. Which is the accent is it doesn't make much sense out of context.
Slam doing the setup. No setup list on his side.
This looks more normal to me. So, Spy about to get the chest that we decided to keep as a surprise for you viewers. It's gonna pay off now. Unless you have really good eyes and you already noticed. Because it is possible to see on Slam's side. It's a Master Sword.
Ooh, the last sword.
Also, thank you to whoever's tracking Slam right now for not actually tracking this until we saw it on Spy's side. That's very nice of you.
You have to keep the surprise up.
We do have two very wonderful trackers tonight. I think that's the command, or I'm wrong. It's actually this.
Oh,
and it's not complete. Oops. But we have StellaCat123 and as well as Vimilia. Thank you, Vimilia. If you feel like posting something in chat so people can know it's you.
Yes.
Pretty good. And
say hello.
Also, thank you, Parker, for joining me on commentary, even if you're not shown here.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, it is Samus versus It's not on right. Oh, Forest Pearl. It is a 2-for-1 deal on Triforce Shards. That Unrock King fight. Because as we're gonna see soon, Arrow has a nice little surprise. 2-for-1 deal.
So, I was just thinking about it. I think Spy got it, but I hope that there's not too much mashing for these letters. Just because you could accidentally spend 201 rupees on the Tingle letter.
In this case, it was not much of a problem because he didn't have enough money for
Well,
it.
there you go. That's perfect.
That's the safest way to deal with it. Also, we get a nice Earth container in the mail at the same time. That, especially in our case today, where we're not probably save Grandma and get the magic soup that makes you immortal, almost. That 4 hearts is very nice to have. Just safety.
Very, very nice.
Feels safe, you know?
Feels safe, man.
I do love feeling safe. Also,
Yeah.
people in chat are having good points about the Ed not straight model. You're pretty immune to backstabbing, but front stabbing, oh boy.
Oh,
Gonna open some charts on Slam side.
and now we get to go hunting for treasure.
Well, when the hunting takes place underwater, it's usually called fishing, but
That's true. Fishing for treasure.
yay! We're now correct. But I do like hunting water too. It's pretty interesting. I'm just imagining a guy shooting a bow and arrow at the sea.
Well, it's like Robin Williams in Castaway. Is that Robin Williams?
Ah,
With the spear.
you're right. Hmm. The spear fishing.
Yeah.
Come on, cargo rocks, please. Oh, and we have a Splytron also on Dragon Roast Island. Seems to be going the way of the Trevor, as we like to call it. 500 rupees. And fire and ice arrows for PK Slam. Surprisingly useful item.
So, did I grab the Triforce Shard in the jail cell by chance?
Don't think so.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. At some point, he's gonna find
notice.
out. And it's gonna be like a whole story arc about overcoming adversity and stuff. And I think it's right now.
I believe so.
Looks like it. Yeah, he's going for the jail.
Perfect.
The balance has been restored. Breaking some pots on the way.
Was getting worried.
Me too, honestly. Another Triforce Chart for Slam. I think that's number 8, and we're straight on the ocean, so we get confirmation straight away that it's number 8.
Perfect. And I think that's it. So
We
I
need
think
light arrows, I think, but other than that, we're almost there. Like, there's only like one sunken treasure to fish, and it's actually on Taji Island.
that's nice.
Yeah, it's right next to the portal.
Perfect.
It's almost like you routed that. Wow.
Amazing.
Imagine routing in a spoiler log seed. Joking aside, both of our runners doing a fantastic job tonight, so if you feel like following them, here are the links. You can follow Slam at PK Slam, and you can follow Spytron at Spytron 1000. And there we go. We have everything we need. It is now time to go to the bottom of the ocean. Not that Bikini Bottom though. It's not quite the same.
Unfortunate. I
I
could
wanna
go for
do-
a Krabby Patty.
Krabby Patty. The theories about Krabby Patties are pretty interesting.
I mean, even if the main theory is true, I think I would still eat it. It's
I
just a
mean-
little disturbing.
It is, yeah. I mean, crab is not actually like cannibalism for us, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. Not for us.
Yeah, and there we go. Time to break the barrier with a nice bear skip. You know, I'll spy using that pot I was talking about earlier to farm rupees. One of those weird things about Tingle Tuner in the regular game that can be used in spoiler log. Meanwhile, Slam rolling to Ganon's Tower. Getting some nice chews on the way.
gonna be hopefully nothing bad happening. I've had a few unfortunate incidents right here with just forgetting to pull out my Deku Leaf. It's not fun.
I've been there before. The only thing that brought it back for me is the fact that I like to look at the Dark Nut falling in the void, and I was in the void at the same time as him, and decided to call us brothers. And it felt good.
Well, there you go.
The Void Out brothers. Also, for the people that have never seen Wind Waker Randomizer races before, we do not do the trials in Hyrule. We have their doors straight open for us, so we don't even need to skip the trials. It is just something that everyone thought was nicer, since we already fight all the bosses. Well, time to translate some charts. Let's bite run. That was a quick...
Much nicer fight the second time around.
Yeah, very easy fight the second time around. Slam now opening the door by throwing a sword at it. And yeah, PK Slime is pretty much wrapping up right now. Just gonna grab some arrows on the way. And he only has to defeat Puppet Ganon and Ganon to finish things off. And while Spytron still needs a few bows and a Triforce Shard. So I think it's only going to be about fishing for him now.
Yep.
Opening the charts, and now I'm gonna go fish them up. Meanwhile, Slam taking a little more time on the stairs that we usually do in regular runs, but making sure that you have full magic before entering that fight is very important when you don't have the soup, as we usually do in non-sporter log races. It's also very interesting to have your arts filled up. Just be as ready as you can, basically.
This is, I think, the thing about spoiler log that it scares me when I do a spoiler log seed is the low health, which I've learned to be a little less afraid of. But if no soup, just the lack of magic in this fight.
Yeah, you have to basically wait to line the perfect shots. Like, it surprisingly, going slower on that fight might make you go faster.
Yep.
And Slam actually dealing with that fight quite well. We have quite a lot of magic left. We might not see the double crit because he might want to get some magic for phase 3. So can't wait to see what we see.
Oh yeah, that's some low magic for sure. So
it is. So we're gonna see a Slam just waiting for the spider to fall, shooting one shot, waiting for the bats to come. You don't have any magic to try for Grip Shot. And depending on how much magic we get here, we might not want to go for it. Oh, we have a lot, so we might actually.
I would love to learn how these drop rates work in this fight, because I feel like it prioritizes what you need if you run out of that thing. So like if you run out of arrows, it prioritizes arrows. If you run out of magic, it prioritizes magic.
I'm pretty sure it is how it works, because when you don't have health, you only see arts.
Yep.
So Slam trying for a few snipes on phase 3, but now pulling out the bombs to do what I like to call the kamikaze strats, where you just run into Ganon with the bombs. Makes it very easy to aim because he stops. You can also substitute throwing the bombs with just spinning, but that is a little harder. But Ganon just doesn't want to be hit right there. There we go. And meanwhile, Spytron doing some fishing once again.
I think he's on his... Looks like it's pretty open. This might be light arrows?
I think it's the...
or it might be the shard.
Yeah,
Shard
it's a
would make
shard.
more sense.
It's the shard, yeah.
So,
Probably gonna
that's
get.
what I was gonna say. I love the bait strat.
Oh, the base strat is amazing. Even if it's surprisingly hard to aim when it's because Puppet Ganon just kind of spins around the bait for a while. But it's just so cute. So we're gonna climb the rope. Slam usually likes to do the strat to go higher than what he did, but with no magic, I can understand just keeping it safe. Oh, and we're going for Grapple Skip anyway. Oh!
Oh no.
That is the unfortunate thing about Grapple Skip when you don't have magic. We get to hear more Samus noises.
Oh. He's going up higher.
Yeah. Very well done by Slam. Let's hope that this time the Grapple Skip goes well. Meanwhile, Spytron making his way into Hyrule. There we go. Very well done. And not getting box slide, but they're now very close to the end anyway. Only 2 hearts though, so gonna have to be a little more careful on this fight. Some damage on him, then talk to Zelda. The more you talk to Zelda, the more she shoots. It's a surprising strat, but is how the game works.
Very nice phase 1 without that double damage from magic.
And from the soup, yeah. That honestly, this fight is completely different than Spoiler Hog. It's a little more nerve-wracking, but for now, Slam doing very well on it. Only needs to make Zelda shoot at him now.
Famous vs. Ganon. The crossover Nintendo never knew you wanted.
Oh my god. And Slam slamming his sword into Ganon's head and finishing the seed. And send your GG's in the chat. GG's to PK Slam. He just needs to go one screen ahead so his number shows up. Surprisingly important part to spoiler log racing. But meanwhile, Spytron about to enter Ganon's tower. And there we go. 70, 97, 47. It is there. The confirmation. And we now have backwards Link rolling while staring into your soul. And to answer your question / reference, the number is basically used to make sure that the runners actually ran the seed. It's one of the multiple ways we have to make sure that there's no funky business going on. Between that and the randomized enemy colors. Pretty interesting, honestly.
Yep.
Spytron now on the final staircase.
See how his Puppet Ganon's going to go.
Yeah.
Ooh, got the nice double shot on those moblins. Always nice to set that up.
And we are joined by PK Slam. Hello, Slam.
Hello.
GG.
Yes, GG's.
That one surprisingly well.
Yeah, I haven't touched Wind Waker since the second qualifier race because I've been like very busy recently, and I thought, oh man, I'm gonna play so badly today, but I need to play well because my first two races didn't go very well, and
Yeah.
I'm like mostly happy with that. I'm kind of mad about Grapple Skip, like I don't know what happened there.
Grapple skip when you don't have any magic left to just save yourself. When you fail it, it's just a little sad, you know.
Yeah,
Just
like
as
I honestly didn't care that I didn't have magic because I've never failed Grapple Skip that way before. Like I've never been too low. And then of course it happens in a qualifier race where I'm playing well.
oh,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you're literally like that comic where the guy has a shirt that says "No fear," and then after your grapple skip fail, you have one fear
one
instead.
fear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
and Spytron fearless going for that double crip and getting it. Wow, Jesus.
uh, wait, what? That's. I mean, it's cool that he got it. I don't think it's a good idea because now he doesn't have any magic.
Yeah,
A little
like I said,
scary.
fearless. Also, Clarion, thank you for the raid. Very nice of you. So, Spytron gonna try to make his way to the top of this platform here. It's one of the places where you can just stock up a little magic. Otherwise, you need to get it from the morts. Oh, and going for snipes anyway.
Oh, I noticed Spy got the progressive quiver.
Yeah, he did get
Yes.
the quiver in Tower of the God. He had quite a Tower of the Gods. It was kind of okay. The first time he tried to do a big key skip and ran out of magic in the middle.
Yep.
So I had to go get the big key instead. And then after
Oh.
defeating Golden, tried to slash to get the Triforce Shards, but missed it and went into the warp anyway.
Oh no.
It was straight up not a good time for him, sadly.
And he unfortunately saved and quit out after noticing he didn't have big key. So he had to start over from the beginning. So got
Oh,
to
jeez.
practice the first floor skip quite a lot.
Yeah. Also, he forgot to take that piece of the Triforce in the Tingle gel at the beginning, so I had to go back there eventually.
Oh.
A few mistakes on Spy's side, but he still played it very well, as you can see, since he's not that far behind. It's played very well. But yeah, I think there's only one qualifier left tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow morning.
Oh my god, the morning. And it's time for the final fight on Spytron's side. As we said earlier, the more you talk to Zelda, the more she shoots. It's almost like she doesn't like talking to you. It's surprising. So there was a few things in the way you routed that was interesting. Like we talked about this during the state, but both of you guys actually went for like the two wallets, which was definitely interesting today because like both of them were in pretty good spots. So
Yeah, like I saw that the other wallet was Headstone sub, and that top of Headstone had a silver rupee, and I had to go to Headstone anyway for a shield. And I thought, man, I just have to get it.
It's very
And you're-
nice.
not gonna lie, your money routing was pretty interesting. I liked it.
You should not have liked it. I messed it up pretty badly. Although I'm glad it didn't hurt me too badly in the long run, because I forgot that ankle gives you 250 rupees.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that you didn't wait for this. Also, Spytron just finished, so please send your GGs to
GGs.
Spytron in
GG
the chat.
Spy.
Deserving of them. Had a little trouble inside the Tower of the Gods, but still came back strong. And with a nice time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 7 seconds. So, definitely worth a few GGs right there. Oh, I think he's there, so just gonna tell him that he can't join us.
Yeah, for some reason I thought this voice chat was locked, so I was just waiting.
I almost tagged the guy he calls by poet instead. Oops. but you should be joining us soon. This was a very interesting one to watch. I think that's the first qualifier I actually watch for this tournament, and it was definitely an interesting one. Like the items were pretty interestingly placed today. Also, we now have a Spytron with us. GG Spytron.
GG's Spy.
Hi. Well,
So- That Tower of the Gods. Oh boy.
yeah, dude, that was like the fastest I've ever done that. What are you talking about?
If you use Trick Room, maybe. But yeah, it was a little unfortunate. Like we saw you set up for that big key skip with just that little part of magic left, and we're like, is that gonna work?
So
Please work?
I noticed my magic as I was about to do the jump. I was like, oh, well, this isn't gonna work. Maybe I can do like a jump slash, but it's like, no, there's just not enough distance. And then I had to like look for the big key. It's like, okay, where is it? I don't know where it is.
Yeah, if you like, we noticed that you save and warp before checking, and it would have been closer to go back the regular way, but you couldn't know that. Like it probably wasn't routed in your head to go. Where is that big key? That
Yeah.
But then it became really unfortunate after your golden when you slash for the Triforce. I saw it move a little, and then you got in the warp before it moved, and I was just sad.
I tried to quick spin, and then like I think I pressed B before I completely had control over Link, and then I was like, oh, I'll do it again. But by then, my muscle memory had let go of the control stick, so I just went forward.
Oh god. But yeah,
so you know, I think my time was pretty good for having climbed Tot G 3 times.
Yes.
they did pretty well, honestly. But both of you guys did a very good job tonight. Like it was pretty impressive as far as gameplay went, and also the routings were pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought my execution was incredible. Like, especially considering, like, it's been a while for me since I've touched this game. Like, I got all my roll clips first try. Almost all my storages were first try. I think worst case, there was a second try or 2 second try storages. I got left side Tot G floor 1 skip with, like, the bomb clip after the skull room. Like, really fast. Like, I thought it was playing really, really well up until Puppet Ganon. And then everything kind of fell apart a bit. But, I mean, I can't complain considering before that was so good.
Yeah, but Puppet Ganon anyway is one of those bosses that, like, no matter how good you get, there's gonna be days where it's just a chore, you know?
Doesn't line up. Nothing lines up.
Yeah.
I was happy with my double crypt though. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we were surprised to see you. I called you fearless when you did that because I knew that you wouldn't have any magic for the last phase. But it was very impressive to see.
Yes.
So I think in the end I made 2 routing mistakes. The first routing mistake, a small one, is I thought taking the warp in Tot G, or like the Godan warp in Tot G would put me on Angular so I could hookshot up to the chest. So I was like, I'll get the sword after, but it would have been faster to get it first if I had known. And then the other one is I actually didn't write in the jail maze shard. Like, I wrote that it was there, but I never put it in my route.
You were like you were on Woodfall like twice.
Yep.
And both times were like, Spy, please remember, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I noticed like right after I left the second time, I was like, oh no.
We're glad you noticed. We were getting worried.
Yeah, I noticed when I got my second to last shard, and it said you still need 2 more, and I was like, wait, that's wrong. I should only need 1 more.
But it was pretty interesting overall. Like, you guys did a lot of things very similarly, but also quite differently at the same time. Like at the beginning, you guys both did Lenzo Door Cancel, but Slam, you opted to do the blind version, and Spy opted to do like to catch the kids with Dark Cancel before going for Lenzos. So it was very interesting, especially from an explaining standpoint, because I was like, okay, you see what Spytron's doing right now? Slam did that in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh
My
yeah, that was
door
another thing.
Oh yeah,
Go ahead.
Oh okay. My door cancel was kind of bad. I fell twice, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with it. I was actually talking to Slam earlier today, and we were talking about how if you need Killer Bees and Lenzo, then you can set it up before the Killer Bees, and it speeds them up, and then you can do lights on.
Yeah, I thought about that when I was routing it, but then I thought I don't really know the route with door cancel, and like I don't like the idea of like setting up Killer Bees. Like you have to talk to Miss Marie, then go back to your boat to get door cancel, then go back up to get door cancel, and then talk to the kids, and that's just like a lot of back and forth that I don't want to do.
Yeah, honestly, it was pretty interesting to see the difference between both because like it felt pretty much as fast on both sides, but it was just cool to see it routed differently like that.
Yeah,
Also,
I don't know where I would have ended up if I didn't have to climb Tot G 2 extra times, but uh, I thoroughly enjoyed racing Slam because I feel like we're near the same skill level. I just happen to make a couple tiny mistakes that just happen to be mistakes that cost 5 minutes each.
Yep, always unfortunate. I think those are the mistakes that kind of feel the worst.
Yeah.
and especially the Triforce Shard. Oh god.
Yeah, these mistakes they take half a second to make, and then
It's one of those cases of save through risk 4,000 frames to save 2 frames. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's still interesting that you guys see it to see it in a race. Also, another thing I found really interesting was the difference in the way you guys routed rupees. Slime did like a pretty interesting route where you got like a bunch of rupees while doing it, doing everything else. But then Spy, you showed up the famous spot on Outset that I was talking about. So I was like,
yeah.
I was like, this is very nice. Spy
Yeah.
once again letting me show off a cute little detail about this game.
Originally, I was like routing a few rupees here and there, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna store the sword that's on the first chest in Forbidden Wood, so I can go get the orange rupee on Climb to Top. And I was like, actually, I think that's slower than playing Song of Passing once. So so I decided to just go to Outset after getting Trevor.
And I'm just glad that both of you got Trevor. So
Yes. Thank
Yeah, no,
you
I mean
so
you pretty much had to. Oh, I don't know if commentary you know this, but the reason why no one farmed rupees at Ghost Ship was because Ghost Ship chart was in Hyrule.
it was in the Master Chart Chamber, I think.
Yeah.
It was
And-
very deep.
And one of the shards was directly behind the rupees, so you know.
Oh yeah, Spy, did you get light arrows before entering Hyrule 2?
I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
right before I think, but both of you did that. It was super cute.
I thought you asked if I like happened to go into Hyrule without light arrows.
No, like did you routed in so you ended at Tachi light arrows?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
It felt really weird, like for like my last 2 checks to be bows.
It was pretty. I think you got a bow, then you got a Triforce Shard, then a bow, but
Yeah.
still. Your last 3 checks, Spy, were just fishing, basically.
Yeah,
So,
I couldn't find any good times to like put them in like any earlier, so I was like, I guess we'll just do all 3 at the end.
No, I mean you had to
bow
just put in so
very
much
early.
money, and like it had to be at the end, I think.
yeah. Also,
And I'm assuming you got both wallets as well.
Yeah, I did.
Also, I have to mention it, even if it's mostly just gonna be a joke. But why did nobody get 20 skull necklaces to get a bottle to save Grandma? What the hell, guys?
Oh
What the
yeah.
hell?
I saw how bad the bottles were, and I was like, yes, no one's getting soup.
The only one that was kind of easy was Dragon Roost Island around the island. Other than that, it was a little weird.
I'm sure I got like 1 or 2 skull necklaces.
Well, you're about the 10th of the way to saving Grandma. Get to
So
it, man.
close.
Yeah, maybe I can just have Maggie's father give me like a shard of glass, and I can put like a drop of soup on it. It's okay as long as I can duplicate it.
No, I mean, yeah, Fly Across is actually not that bad a bottle. All I saw was that the bottle in Logic was like Big Pig, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that because Bait Bag was out of the way, and I mean, I don't know to save Grandma anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know where the payback was.
It was some high sphere check.
If you actually did it, I would have been like, "Oh my god, is that the Slam Redemption arc? Wow!" One day, one day.
Oh yeah, one more thing I want to mention about my playthrough was I don't know if Stream was paying attention to me when I was doing hide and seek, but when I was trying to catch the third kid, I could not see him at all. And eventually, like, I saw him because he was standing next to a brown and green wall, and the kid's wearing brown and green clothes. So I literally couldn't see him because of that. I don't know if like it came up more clearly on stream or not.
He's a lot
Camouflage.
farther away than you think. When you,
Yeah.
I think, because you took the rat route, right?
Yeah, I did the right.
Yep. Yeah, because that's a route that I feel like it's not used very often. I like using it in like all sanities, so he just spawns so much further away than you expect it, and then he does
Well,
blend in.
It's
It's just
surprising.
I keep seeing him at different spots because the first time I did that, he was kind of near the wall, but not really. And the second time I've done this in practice, he was next to the two girls. So I was
Yeah.
looking next to the two girls a lot because I thought, oh, maybe he's over here, and it was just a mess.
It's still interesting to think that the random colors they picked for his outfit just ended up being like perfect camouflage years later.
He's just really good at hide and seek.
He's the hide and seek champion. Getting on top of a tree, that's so whole news. Just wear some nice clothes. Yeah, that was a pretty amazing race to see. And for the people that like this race, I will urge you to follow our fantastic runners for today. We have PK Slam and Spytron 1000. You can follow them. Also, you can follow my co-commentator, Parker the Panda. Thank you, Parker.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I did actually get in. It was a lot of fun to commentate this race.
It took a minute, but you got there. Also, we had two amazing trackers. Only one of them is showing up on the command right there. Stellacat 123. But we also had Vimilia. Thank you, Vimilia, and Stellacat. And I think there's gonna be another one tomorrow morning. I think that's what we said.
Yes.
Does anyone know
How did people like my model? I'm sure new people saw it.
the usual? Like I reminded them when you were rolling up the final staircase. While rolling, it looks into your soul, and it's a little uncomfortable.
We also were talking about how you cannot be backstabbed, but you can be belly stabbed.
Yeah, front stab. But yeah, one day you should like just make a model that is just the head in the right direction, but the body in the wrong direction, and tell nobody about it, but use it.
Dude, I should play a 90-degree Link.
Oh,
I don't
no.
like this. I don't like this.
I don't like it either.
And on those fantastic words, I think that's gonna be all for us tonight.
All right.
What was nice to have you guys for the interview. I think it is time for the good things to end, because there's another race tomorrow at 10 a.m. So you don't want to miss that.
Yeah, everyone needs to go get some good sleep.
Have a good night, everyone, and see you next time.